we have a segment that we have been meaning to make a recurring segment, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. We've only done it once, but the idea is to argue both sides of something, just to be intellectually honest, so we don't start seeming like propagandists trying to convince you of something day after day, even though that's what I do. So let's talk both sides of this Jimmy thing. Jimmy should start week 1. Jimmy should get traded before week 1. Those are the two things Niner fans are talking about, and it's pretty split.
Yeah, and rightfully so. You've got Jimmy, who we've all seen, and you got Trey, who you don't know. So starting with first one in Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, coming at it from the side of Jimmy must start week 1. Jimmy must start week 1. Like, it's not even a question here, Grant. It's not. Let's get real. So point number 1, veteran presence. Dude, you know that no rookie has ever won the Super Bowl, right?
Or gone to a Super Bowl.
And we've had some pretty talented rookies out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just having that veteran presence in the locker room, just having that calming effect of Jimmy, that's what we need going into this season. We had such a letdown in 2020. We need strong veteran leadership headed into 2021 to just take us on that trajectory to the next level.
Absolutely. Yes. Do you want me to add to this or to argue against it?
No, I say we both go in at it. I mean, unless you want to take the other side, I'm fine with that.
I'd like to add to it too. I'd like to.
Yeah, let's do it. This is Dr. Jekyll. We're both very measured and very in favor of a veteran presence.
Yeah, I mean, it's what you always do. It's what you do in football in the NFL since the beginning of time. You take it slow with your young quarterbacks. You have a veteran that knows the system, who has chemistry with the team, who's taken this team to a Super Bowl. I mean, it's almost a no-brainer if you think about it that way. Doing it any other way would be breaking from the norm, trying to it'd be breaking from the norm. You got a starter, play him.
Breaking from the norm, and we know from Kyle's own words that he doesn't like to break from the norm. He said, I only made this blockbuster trade up to 3 because the Rams and the Seahawks have done blockbuster trades and it hasn't crippled their organization. He doesn't like to be a trendsetter. He likes to stick with the norm, and that's what this is, sticking with the norm. Now, what about the fact that Jimmy, right, everybody says he's going to be injured, but look at the pictures of him, man. He has reshaped his body from the waist down. He's added some bulk to those legs. He's going to stay away from those injuries, dude. This is the year he starts all 17.
Yeah, who's to say that he's definitely going to get hurt this year? Why are Niner fans so certain that he's brittle and made of glass and can't make it through a season, but they believe in George Kittle or Nick Bosa? Right. I mean, who's to say that those guys are more dependable than Jimmy Garoppolo? Jimmy played every game in 2019. George Kittle didn't. So maybe he just got hurt last year. Maybe he's going to go on to basically not be hurt the rest of his career and have a solid to solid plus career.
Yeah, it's been a statistical anomaly the number of times he's been hurt, right? He's going to revert to the norm. He's going to have several healthy years that bring that average back down. Now, that doesn't even take into account Jimmy's firm grasp of the playbook.
Right.
Let's look. I mean, no rookie is going to come in, whether he's whip smart or not, is going to come in and learn Kyle Shanahan's playbook in one offseason. We all have been told it takes a full year in there to really learn it. Jimmy's had all this time. Last year when he was injured, even more time. So he's got that playbook down.
Yeah, everyone says it takes 2 years to really master it. Like, it took Matt Ryan in his 30s or whatever, 2 years. His first year with Kyle Shanahan was not particularly great. So this guy's in year 5. He's started, 30-something games for the Niners, so about 2 years worth of games. He's essentially entering his third year worth of games with the Niners. He should be ready to roll.
He's ready to rock. Plus, 2020 was a very emotional year, and Jimmy's a locker room guy, right? I remember reading stories in 2019 of all the guys going to pick up softball games and things like that. There was a lot of camaraderie happening, and 2020 wiped that all out. But now it's back. And so this is the type of Jimmy that we're going to see again is 2019 version where he's confident, happy, He's in the locker room chopping it up with the guys, and they're hanging out outside of the locker room, and that's going to bring back the confidence they need.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
also, one more thing: the offensive line is better. He got hurt early on last season when they were down to their third string center, and I don't know who they had at right guard. Now, Laken Tomlinson is the guy who missed the block. He was going against Quentin Williams, who's a monster, but still, you got Alex Mack now. You got Aaron Banks. It's a better offensive line. He has a better chance to make it through the season.
Yeah, and who knows if that missed block was a missed assignment by the center in calling out protections? Probably not, but who knows? It could have been. Now, the other piece is who are we going to trade him to, right? Everyone, well, get rid of him, start Trey. That's ridiculous if you can't get something back for him. There are no teams out there currently looking for a quarterback. Most of them have all filled their spots, and he has very little trade value at this point because of that.
Because the cap went down. But cap goes back up next year. Maybe he plays well this year. Cap goes back up next year. All of a sudden, some teams might want him. Some teams can afford him. Now you get to you can trade him for something, as opposed to if you cut him now, you don't get anything for him, obviously.
Because that's crazy. You can't give away a top 15 quarterback in this league. That's insane, right? I think we can all agree that Jimmy's in that, well, let's say 12 to 18 range. I think
Chris
we can
Sims
say
21.
12 to 21 range, but you can't just cut a starting caliber quarterback in the NFL. That's ridiculous. There aren't 32 of them. It's a precious commodity.